I want to introduce the superintendent of the Olathe School District, Dr. Brent Yeager, to give our State of the District address.
Thank you. Good morning. Okay, any group that knows me know I always do that more than one time until I really feel it. So, good morning.
Good morning.
That was good. We might try again at the end just to make sure we get there. So, I am so excited to be with you all today. You know, I'm thrilled to be here and to be back in person. I've been lucky to have attended this breakfast many times in my life, but this is my first time on the big stage. So, we'll see how that goes this morning. I've had several people say it's going to be okay. So thank you for that confidence. I appreciate that. In all seriousness, as they've mentioned, I'm Brent Yeager, and I have the great honor of being the superintendent in the public school district, Olathe Public Schools. Olathe holds a very special place in my heart. It's a place where my wife and I, Christy, moved 20 years ago and have called home since. We have 2 children who attend our schools, and it's been an amazing honor to lead our system. My wife and children are here today. Really excited to be here today. I'd love for them to stand up as well. To say they're uncomfortable would be an absolute exaggeration. So, but I'm so thankful that they're here. And the benefit to having your spouse with you at an event like this, when Cindy just said, I need to enroll in benefits by the end of the week, Christy just turned to me and said, we need to do that too. So we'll all be enrolling in our benefits very soon. So as you know, we have an incredible staff and amazing students in the Olathe Public Schools. Great things are happening in this district, and I can't wait to share more about them with you today. I've been part of this system for a long time. First as the very proud principal of Fairview Elementary, go Falcons, and then at the district level supervising our elementary schools. And then the last number of years working with our Learning Services Department in the district. But one thing I quickly learned was that when I became the superintendent, I needed to learn from some experts. So if you'll watch this video with me, I'd like to share what they had to say.
No. 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 I've read about it in a book, but so-so. Well, I don't know what that is, so. Maybe gets up really early and helps other people in schools to know if they're doing right things. So I think you'd sign documents like 24/7. I'm sure he has to do a lot of calls. Make things better for students and teachers in the district, and he helps kids that don't behave. Tells everyone what to do. Maybe help build some new schools in the district. Make sure that all the schools are following the rules. You have to be a good boss. Like, you don't yell at your teachers. You just have to be nice and tell them what to do. It's like children. It's okay. Don't be scared. I will say, hi, how are you doing? Are you doing some good stuff? I hope you're taking care of other people. I would tell them to do core phonics at the end of the day and snack at first of the day. I am really hungry, like once I just get there. And then another snack right after core phonics. Maybe talk for a second, talk about work, like, hi, hello, I'm here for work. I'm glad to work here. I'm ready to work. Make sure that there are plenty of schools, so that way if new children and teachers move in to the district, they have a school to go to. because you try your best, you have to be strong. You have to have those strong muscles in there to, you know, deal with all these children and all that. Probably a lot of work. Gotta figure it out though. Hard work, stuff. But listen, you've been through all the stuff. I'm still going through all it. I gotta do math, I gotta do reading, I gotta do all of it. So, I bet you're good there. I bet you're gonna have a fun time.
I am so appreciative that a young lady in our school district thinks I've already been through all this stuff. Isn't that awesome? Like, it's just going to be smooth sailing from here on out. So I so appreciate that. Those students are great, and it is so fun to interact with the students in the school district each and every day. I have to say, one major benefit of working in a school district is anytime you're having a challenging day, all you have to do is go into a school and see kids, because that is real and that's how they are, and it is just fantastic. So I want to share some things with you about our district. This year we have 29,794 students in the Olathe Public Schools. They attend our 5 high schools, our 10 middle schools, our 36 elementary schools, plus our support buildings and our specialty education centers. We are the second largest school district in the state of Kansas, and we are the largest in the Kansas City metropolitan area, and that includes both sides of the state line. We have 6,000 staff members, 4,800 who are full-time with us each and every day. We serve 125,000 meals per week as a school system. Interesting fact, before the pandemic, it was about 75,000. So just think about the increase in the number of meals we're serving each week. 50,000 technology devices in our system. We have the largest computer network in Kansas City. I think it's important for you to know these kinds of things just so you're aware of how big our system is and the scope of the work that we do each and every time, or each and every day. If you spend time in Olathe, you know that we have many strengths, and one of them is the diversity and the mix of our community. This year in the Olathe Public School District, we have 86 different languages spoken by our students. 26% of our students come from an economically disadvantaged background. More than 9% of our students are English language learners, meaning that their primary language or their first language is not English. Approximately 13.5% of our students receive special education support. Of our 30,000 students, about 30% of our students come from diverse backgrounds. These diverse backgrounds provide an incredible opportunity in our system to help our students learn, understand, and celebrate one another from different perspectives. And if you'll allow me to brag a bit about our amazing students and to win the Blue Ribbon Award, which has to be in a very, very select group of people that have received that accomplishment. And actually, Peggy is not with us today because she's in Washington, D.C., but her husband is here this morning. So let's give Peggy some love by way of her husband this morning. Last school year, we had 7 students earn perfect scores on the ACT, opening vast opportunities for them after high school. Get this, our 2021 seniors during a pandemic year were offered $41 million in scholarships. I think that's clap-worthy, don't you? This year, we have 20 students named National Merit Semifinalists, which is a meaningful honor for them. Our Deputy Superintendent, John Hutchison, was elected as the Association of School Business Officials Vice President. He's representing our district on the national and international level. John, where are you? Stand up. The Olathe Public Schools was named a top 5 employer in the state of Kansas by Forbes. And I could go on and on because there's amazing things happening across our system in our schools each and every single day. Everyone knows that the last 18 months have been challenging in our nation and in our world, and our school district is no different. In the Olathe Public Schools, it has meant reinventing the way we provide high-quality education to our students. Our staff members have gone to extraordinary lengths to help our students achieve success in a uniquely tough time. I'd like to share a short video where we talked with some high school students about their experiences learning during COVID.
Yeah, the pandemic was crazy.
It was very different. It was strange. I mean, it was to everybody, but I think the weirdest thing was just trying to figure out what school's gonna be like.
It was a whole new lifestyle, for everybody, having to change everything you do, the way you do things, you can't do it that way anymore. There's a new operation towards everything.
Well, we started off in Zoom, and it was really hard. I was in 2 choirs, and that was really difficult to do through Zoom, because you have to be able to hear each other. So sometimes some kids would have their microphones on to sing, but then there's going to be lagging.
It was tough on teachers and students, but we got more comfortable as far as participating in class, as far as breakout rooms, talking, assignment-wise.
But what really helped during that time was the engaging part with it, because a lot of distractions are at home because some kids have to take care of their little brothers and their siblings. Other kids have to just stay awake, get in a good spot. But I think they did a really good job of engaging us.
Every teacher had their own different way of doing things, and whether it was doing games or just making sure everybody talked, or at the start of class we would have this icebreaker every day.
I witnessed a lot of teachers, kind of reaching out to their sources more so, and they were using more just websites I never even heard of. One teacher was using a Jamboard type thing. I didn't hear about that before, but I see a lot of teachers using that because the kids can draw on it, and they can write down their answers, and they can actually work, multiple kids can be the same Jamboard type thing, so they can kind of work out their problems on there. So that was pretty interesting.
To stay engaged, really especially my weights class, our teachers went out of the way to find this app to where we could still work out. That was pretty cool. So we're still really engaged in the athletic part, which was cool because that's my cup of tea right there.
I definitely got better at organizing and timekeeping, but I was also able to figure out kind of who I was as a person, figure out life planning, where I wanted to go to school, what I wanted to do, so I could kind of figure out what path I wanted to go down.
And with me, I procrastinate every once in a while, I'm just gonna be honest. And so it did take a little bit of time to make sure that I had all my work done, because I still gotta, even on at home, I still gotta keep in mind this is school, this is your future, this is what you're here, this is your job right now, this is what you have to do. So it did take a little bit of an adjustment for me to try to make sure that I did get my work done. Take a little bit more attention towards my schoolwork than if I was here in person. And
time management was also a really big thing, having to balance all the classes and all this stuff, especially for an hour and a half online, you really learned how to, just balance all your time and figure out how to do it your own way. And it was cool to realize, find yourself in a education way. So
kids had to become more independent as they did these things online, and even when we came back, because everything was on our laptop and there wasn't any group projects or anything.
But I mean, I feel like COVID taught me a lot how to persevere, and it made me realize what I had is special, and not to take things for granted, because one moment you could be in the house for 2 months, next moment you could be with friends, and I've just learned to appreciate more and be more appreciative of the things around me and the things I get to do on a daily basis. And I've started to look deeper and make things more meaningful to me.
Our students are truly amazing in our system. Our kids have shown incredible resilience and strength throughout these last 18+ months. Hearing these incredible kids makes me very hopeful for our future. I can't tell you how proud I am of the teachers and staff in our district who have dedicated themselves to late nights in finding innovative ways to make sure students have the best learning experiences possible. From acquiring the needed devices, software licensing, mobile hotspots to keep each student connected to school while they were away, to adjusting the physical spaces to make them as safe as possible for our students to learn in person, to developing new professional development opportunities to help teach in a remote or hybrid learning environment, our staff has moved mountains for kids. We have been very fortunate to be in school in person this year. Our kids are thriving, and we are looking forward to even more normalcy in the future. I am beyond grateful to our Board of Education for their strategic leadership in making all of these things happen. We have some of our board members here today, and I'd like to ask them to stand. President Joe Beveridge. Vice President Brian Geary. Brad Boyd. Leetta Felter. Kristen Schultz. And Shannon Whitcliffe. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all that you've done for our school system. As part of our regular business this year, we are in the process of relaunching our strategic plan. Originally approved in 2019, the relaunched plan has remained consistent with our four main goals of high academic expectations for all, behavior and social emotional development, human capital, effective systems, and prioritized resources. We have also included another focus area around our work with diversity, equity, and inclusion in our relaunched strategic plan. The Olathe Public Schools work in this area is vitally important to all of us. The strategic plan will be a continuous theme for us as we continue to make progress in this area. You can find detailed information about our strategic plan on our district's website. Something I'm really proud to share with you today is an effort that we launched at the beginning of this school year. As some of you know, there's a lot of talk and sometimes challenges around public education. I asked our staff this school year to focus on the individual moments that matter in a school day that form a lifetime of memories that impact our students. The moments we can all look back on throughout our own time in education and know that the staff members and teachers in our schools that made a difference for us. Sometimes the smallest things make the most profound impact. This year we are highlighting and celebrating the moments that matter across our school system. Our staff has taken this charge and are sharing these amazing things on a daily basis. If you look up hashtag, you might want to write this down, if you look up hashtag OPS Moments That Matter on social, you will find extraordinary examples and stories of this from across our system. Take a look here at a few of our favorites. When we talk about moments that matter, the Olathe Public Schools Foundation immediately comes to mind. Through grants, scholarships, support programs, the foundation does incredible things for our students, our staff, and our schools. In 25 years, the impact of the foundation is truly immeasurable in our system. Every year we hear inspiring stories and initiatives that make a profound impact on our schools and on our community. Please join me in thanking the foundation for all they do. In the Olathe Public Schools, we are working hard to provide the very best education possible while preparing our students for their future. You being here today and supporting the Olathe Public Schools Foundation helps us truly achieve that goal. This year more than ever, we are working hard to support and encourage our staff. One of the greatest things about this district is the incredible supportive community. I would like to personally thank each of you for all you do to support our district, our schools, our students, and our staff. The Olathe community truly makes our district special. From youth mentors to volunteers in our buildings to adopt-a-school programs where business, civic, and faith-based partners adopt our schools. We are deeply appreciative of our community. You all make a huge difference in the lives of our students each and every day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for cheering on our students and our staff and offering all that you do for our kids. Thank you for your support of the Olathe Public Schools, and have a great day.